Hello, I'm Kristen Best, host of the High Tech Home television series. We've got a special program for you today. We're going to encourage you to support this public television station, and later in the show, we'll talk more about that. But right now, sit back and enjoy some of our favorite segments from the High Tech Home series. First, we'll tour a CEO's Mediterranean High Tech Home. Hello, my name is Kristen Best. Today we have the privilege of touring this beautiful home near the Silicon Valley. Our homeowner, Sam Mathin, is a computer industry veteran. He's the CEO of Amber Networks, a telecommunications company. Sam and his wife Shanti have created this home with cutting-edge technology to enhance their lifestyle. There are hidden speakers in the garden, 2 different satellite systems in the home, whole house audio, and an elaborate security system, just to name a few. So let's get started on the tour and meet our homeowner. Hi, Shanti.
Hi, Christine. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you for letting us come in your home for this tour.
My pleasure. My pleasure. You're more than welcome.
Thank you. Well, could you tell us a little bit about this railing over here? It looks kind of familiar.
Yes, probably you may have seen this. When we went to Bellagio, we just fell in love with the railings. And I took photographs and had the contractor build the same thing for me. And we've enjoyed it ever since. And they've done a pretty good job of it too. Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Also, these columns with the mosaics on them. Where did you get that idea?
It is just one of my trips to Italy. I saw something like this and decided definitely I wanted some columns like that. So we got this mosaics from Los Angeles. It comes in a mesh backing and it's just applied onto the column. It's a little bit of work, but it's turned out all right. Yeah.
It's very pretty with the gold too.
Yeah, the gold leafing on top too. So it's done to my liking.
Yes, very nice.
Thank you.
Also, the chandelier, when you enter the home, you can't help but notice that beautiful chandelier. Where is that from?
It's Austrian, and it's the arms are all crystal and not metal, so I couldn't go any larger than this. And it's a switch which we can bring down for cleaning, and then you can switch it back up and take it back up.
That's a nice high-tech feature to have.
Yes, I think it's convenient more than anything. Yes,
it is. And also, I just have to know about this dolphin that we see right over here as we enter the house.
Yes, it's in. Again, it's one of my trips to Italy, and we got this commissioned by the famous artist there in Murano. His name is Pino Signorita, and I think he works with Dale Chihuly too. And he, of course, did a drawing of this, and we approved it, and he shipped it down to us after he finished it.
Does it have gold inside it?
Yes, it's got 22-karat gold specks in it. Yes.
It's very pretty.
Thank you.
Well, let's go have a seat and talk about the rest of the house.
Sure.
Well, Shanti, let's start with the overall look of the house. What were some of your ideas?
I started off with a Mediterranean kind of a look, and I wanted a little bit of modern elements in it also. So, so it's a blend of both. So I would call it, in my category, modern Mediterranean. I don't know if it fits it, but yes, that's what I would call it, and that's how I started going about all my ideas.
Well, when we start on the ground floor and we work our way towards the kitchen, let's start with the music room.
Sure.
What inspired you there? Do you take piano?
Yes, I do take, as a child I always learned piano, and I do take piano lessons, but I'm still waiting for my grand piano to come, and that room was set up for that.
It's very beautiful with the chandelier over it also.
Thank you. Yes.
And then your husband has an office here, it looked like.
Yes, he does, and he takes great pride in that office room. It's self-contained, it's got the lights are on dimmers, and he's got his artwork there and his refrigerator. So his laptop computer is there too, and it's wired for all the high-tech elements too. So he loves it. Yeah.
It's nice to have your own place at your own home.
Yes, especially for him. Yes, yes, yes.
So I noticed that in the billiards room, the fireplace connects to the billiards room and to the family room.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
That's a fun idea.
We wanted a flow of pattern there, a flow of traffic. So we built a fireplace between the family room and the billiards room.
That's a fun idea for entertaining.
Yes, yes, yes.
And you have a television set and a bar in the billiards room.
Yes, we do. And again, the television set comes equipped with speakers and subwoofers, and a good sound system there too. Another feature I like about the area is the wine cellar. It's climate controlled. It's set at about 52 to 54 degrees. It holds about 350 bottles. It's well lit inside. It's got a humidifier, and of course we can keep in cigars also because there's a humidor in, and it's just a perfect spot for entertaining.
It must be. It's beautiful the way
Thank
it's
you.
laid out.
Thank you.
Also near that area, I noticed that there's a sunroom. Tell me about the sunroom, the painting in there, the whole feeling of the room.
Yes, it's one of my favorite rooms, and especially in winter. The sun comes in, I get sun, the morning sun and the afternoon sun, so it's nice and warm. I got that idea from South Africa, from Sun City, and I had an artist come down and do all the palm trees. It's made of concrete, and then a lady comes and paints the whole thing. So the floor is mosaic with design mosaic tiles around it. Again, it's from Los Angeles. I got those tiles, and I've enjoyed the room.
It's a great addition to a house.
Thank
Very
you.
creative.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
And upstairs you have an exercise room.
Yes, we do.
Do you like to use that room?
Yes, we do. Off and on when my husband tries to get back home in time to exercise. Otherwise, we have the swimming pool out there too. So between the pool and the exercise room, we make use of both. Yeah. Another special feature I like about the house is the fireplaces. We have 3 of them in the house. That is built of, it's a product called Cool Stone, and it's made of minerals and limestone and marble chips all ground together. And then we have a special gentleman that comes down and does the carving on the fireplace.
So do they assemble it here at your house?
Yes, they assemble it in the house, in the backyard. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it feels cold like stone.
Yes, and it's funny that it's called Cool Stone. Yes.
It's a good name for it.
Yes, it is.
Well, Shanti, now we'll go talk with Dave Hudspeth, who's going to show me a little bit more about the high-tech features in your home.
Sure, sounds great.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Kristen.
Well, we're in the family room here, and you've installed quite a few things. Can you tell us about some of the things you've installed here?
Sure, what we tried to do here is create a very exciting theater. And as you can tell, it's a very large physical space with the kitchen, the family room, the game room, and bar all attached in one physical space. So we needed a lot of power, a lot of acoustical energy to fill this like you would at a normal theater. So we installed a very, very powerful system. The system has 200 watts per channel times the 5 main channels, and then 275 watts each for each of the 2 subwoofers. These are very conservative ratings. The amplifier is actually to deliver 4 or 5 times that amount, so you can imagine that it's able to get to a level that will really excite you. We have here the 5-channel amplifier, the processor, which actually does the digital analog conversion. It also has a tuner built in, equalizer, satellite tuner, VCR, DVD, and a processor that's specifically designed for the projector so that it gets all the physical sizes of the screens lined up properly. Over here we have the main left speaker. Down here we have the left subwoofer. And then we have the equivalent on the other side, so we have a center channel underneath here, and then we have the right speaker here and the right subwoofer there, and then there's two rear speakers which are in the ceiling. And the combination of this is real excitement. When Godzilla goes through the movie, the floor shakes.
So is this system set up so that you have different types of experiences in the day and in the night with TV and movies?
Yes, actually we use two different kinds of televisions here. What you're seeing here is what's known as a rear projection set, and it produces more light and is wonderful during the daytime. And at nighttime, when we have less ambient light present, no sunlight outside, we actually have a screen that drops down out of the ceiling and a projector at that end of the room that's specially built into a column so it doesn't show, with a lens coming out the side, and the image comes off that and shows on this 110-inch screen, which is 8 foot wide. Gives you that real theatrical experience of seeing the Paul Newman's bigger than lifelike image in front of you.
Well, how did you start to design this with the homeowner?
Well, it's an evolutionary process. You start out with ideas. We actually started out with some drawings of the room that showed a big screen television, and they wanted a home theater, and that evolved later into the projector as well. And then we talked about different levels of equipment, how much acoustical power it would take to fill this big space. Let them audition different kinds of equipment, and customer Shanti and Sam made up their minds as to which would be appropriate, and we made those decisions and built it accordingly.
So all of this was done before the house was even started to be built?
Oh, it was done when all we had was a plan of the house. So, and it needs to be done then, because, for instance, the projector needed to be a certain distance from the screen, and we actually ended up designing that column to house the projector. It was custom designed and custom built, just the right size and shape and location, so that we could put the projector there.
It's a seamless kind of design that you get to when you do that.
Well, it's the only way you can. If you want to hide it, it's the only way you can do it. You've got to make it exactly in the right place, because the projector has a certain focal length that requires that for a given screen size, it has to be located in a precise location.
Now, this isn't the only system that's in the house. How many systems have you installed?
Well, there's another theater in the master bedroom, and there's also a small television system here in the billiard room. But in addition, the main system for the house is located right here, and this is an audio system that's designed to give you background music in virtually the whole house. And it's divided into 6 zones within the house. Each zone within the house has the ability to choose any of these sources. So we have a CD player, we have a cassette deck, and we have a tuner. And each of those zones could choose that source and control the source and play it. So you might have a CD playing in one portion of the house, you may have a tuner playing in another portion of the house, you may have a cassette playing in a third portion of the house, or any combination of those units. And those are all done via a local keypad that would be within the zone, 6 zones within the house. And at that zone, you'll have a keypad that looks like this. You can make a source selection from FM or CD or tape or auxiliary. There's another source we haven't used. You can control the volume up and down. You can start the CD playing. All can be done from that keypad. So from a remote location, you control this system, and you actually have sound playing now in that remote location. And you can do that with 6 different zones within the house. Now, there are more rooms than 6 rooms. So in this particular area, we have a family room that's attached to the billiard room, which is attached to the kitchen. All of those are acoustically in the same space. You're not going to play one kind of source here and one over here, since they're attached to one another. So this is only one large zone, but we have, in addition, volume control through each area within the zone. So I might want to play it louder in one area than the other. So I can also, even though I'm only playing the same source, I can adjust the volume appropriately to make everything sound at a good level.
Is it typical for a house that's like this one's 8,000 square feet to have 6 zones, or does that really depend on the floor plan?
It depends upon the spaces you divide up. In other words, we have a zone assigned for outside. We have a zone assigned here. We have another one assigned for the dining and foyer area, another one assigned for Sam's office. So it's more how the floor plan breaks out and where you'd have different sources of music that will determine the number of zones, not the number of square feet or the number of rooms. It's like, where's the sound going? Could I really play two different sources in these areas or not? Well, here you can't. But if you have two different areas, like here and outside, yes, you can. So that's what's going to determine the number of zones.
And you mentioned that there was one CD player with this particular system. Is there a possibility of adding another CD player if you wanted to?
Sure, and we have this extra input we didn't use called auxiliary. We could put another CD player on there, and especially if you got kids and they might want to listen to a different kind of music than the adults do, which is pretty normal. You might want to have a kid's CD player, and you might want to have an adult CD player. And you just would name that button another CD, and the kids would have their own CD player.
Well, we also noticed that there are panels around the house that are not quite finished. The homeowners have only lived in this house about 2 months. And can you tell us how this process works in terms of adjusting for the homeowner's desires?
Yeah, one of the things I'd like to mention is that the system's capable of doing specific patterns that you might want to use. For instance, we have a control out by the garage with one button that pushes. You push that one button and it lights a trail or a path from the garage to the kitchen. So if you have your hands full of groceries, push one button, the entire trail lights. Likewise, if you want to be in the bedroom and go rob the refrigerator in the middle of the night, one button, you have a path from the bedroom all the way down to the refrigerator. So the important thing to remember is the computer can be programmed to whatever you want to do. Any combination of those 32 loads, wherever they are in the house, can be combined with anything else and can be set to any level of brightness that you want. In addition to that, we can program it in with a clock. It has a built-in clock. And if, for instance, you want to be away from your home and you're on vacation, but you want the house to look lived in, we can turn on one light, turn it off after a while, turn another light on, turn it off after a while, and keep doing that throughout the house. So the house has a lived-in look.
Well, Dave, I know that the audio and the lighting extends to the outside of the home as well, so let's go outside and take a look at that.
All right, on the way as we go out, let me just show you something that I discovered here that the homeowner designed. And it's basically a storage area hidden in the cabinet. And you can put all your VCRs and your DVDs and your CDs in these little pull-out drawers that come out. Great idea. I see these quite often in normal drawers, you know, horizontal drawers and in shelves, but it's kind of hard to fumble through everything to find them. These really make it easy to find everything. And because they had the width in the cabinet to do it, it's a great place to put them, and you wouldn't even know they were there to look at the cabinet.
You sure don't.
They're perfectly hidden.
They sure are. Let's go take a look outside. So Dave, now we're out in the garden behind the house, and we're going to be looking at some speakers that are out here. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, basically, a lot of people want their speakers to be hidden so that they don't look like boxes sitting out in the garden. So what we've used here is some speakers that are designed to look like rocks, but yet they're speakers, and they can live in a wet environment. As you can see, there's water all over them from the sprinklers that were on earlier, but yet they produce nice sound and fill the garden area with a nice background music, so when you're relaxing by the pool or in the spa or on the patio, that you can enjoy having that music.
So are these speakers connected to the whole home system?
They're directly connected to the system that's wired throughout the house, and from this area we can control the volume. We can also control the source, and we can listen to a tuner or to a tape deck or to a CD player, and we can make that choice out here.
How many speaker racks are out here in the garden?
Well, basically we have this pair that are in the garden, in the foliage, so to speak. We also have over against the house, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more pairs.
Oh, 4 more pairs.
Four
so
more
8
pairs,
speakers.
right. So, and then there's another pair on the cabana as well.
Dave, let's go take a look at the outdoor kitchen.
It's right over here.
Well, Dave, it looks like this outdoor area has most of the comforts of an indoor kitchen.
Well, I think they've taken the step of a normal barbecue and added a few things to it to make it a lot more amenable for the outside of the house. Not only do you have the grill that we're all used to, but we also have 2 burners for cooking, and they're professional type burners that will be able to get quite a bit of heat. Got a refrigerator on that side. Over on this side, an ice maker and a sink. So you really have a small but compact another good way of putting it. A small kitchen outside, so you can use it as a kitchen area.
It looks like also that there's been lighting added to the exterior of the house and to this area as well.
When you're inside, you can look out here and see a wonderful glow in the cabana, and it's very attractive from the inside of the house. It also gives you plenty of light when you're cooking out here. So there's light bathing the whole cooking area.
And I understand also that there's some cameras outside.
Yes, if we want to walk over there, we can go see the cameras, but there are cameras on all sides of the house for security purposes.
I see. Are they tied into the television screens or computer screens, or?
Basically, they're modulated and inserted into the main TV distribution system in the house, so they appear on a particular channel. Each of those cameras appears on a particular channel of every television in the house, so you can look at any elevation of the house and see what's happening outside.
Hi, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that high-tech home tour. With me is Gary Martinez. Gary is a 14-year veteran with public television. Welcome, Gary. What did you think of that home?
When do I move in?
It's so fascinating to find out about all of the high-tech products and appliances that are out there. I've seen an interesting mix of the products that manufacturers make available to homeowners and the products that innovative homeowners develop for themselves to fit their needs. Being able to design your own home system is very empowering.
Empowerment is what public television programming is all about. It is that kind of programming that teaches us how to create things for ourselves. This series can only be seen on public television. If you would like to see more episodes of High Tech Home, you need to call now and let your pledge of support be a vote of support for this series.
To help in this fundraising, we're offering special thank you gifts for supporting your local public television station. The first gift is this high-tech home mug. This smart-looking white porcelain mug with the high-tech home logo will be there for you every day, just like the fine programming on public television. You can get this mug as a thank you gift when you become a member of this public television station at the $60 level.
Another gift that is available is the High Tech Home baseball cap for the $75 membership level. This is a high-quality black baseball cap with the High Tech Home logo. When you wear this cap, you are telling everyone that you enjoy this series and the programming on public television.
We've chosen 3 of our favorite high-tech home episodes to make available to you today as premium gifts. You can get your choice of 1 tape at the $120 membership level. These videos are great to give your friends and family as gifts. First, there is a high-tech sport utility vehicle tape, which also has a segment about a man who controls his home remotely through his computer from his office.
Then the second tape has the CEO's home tour that we just saw. It also features a fun segment on the high-tech toys.
And the third tape features an exciting high-tech kitchen appliance tour and also a segment on kitchen internet appliances. You can get any one of these tapes as a gift from High Tech Home and your public television station when you call right now and become a member at the $120 membership level. Remember to designate which tape you want when you call.
If you don't want to make a choice, you can also get the set of all 3 of the videos at the $300 membership level. These tapes make very informative gifts for you and your family, but most importantly, your $300 gift to the station will be used to bring you more great programming for all of next year.
It only takes a couple of minutes to become a member of this station. Think about how many hours you watch the programming on this station in the course of a year. With your membership, this station will be able to bring you informative series like High Tech Home.
We have this High Tech Home polo shirt for you at the $250 membership level. This black shirt has an embroidered High Tech Home logo on the front. Like the programming on public television, it is of the highest quality. It is made of thick cotton and very good looking. When you wear it, you are making a statement of support for this series and for public television.
If the polo shirt isn't your style, you can get the High Tech Home t-shirt as a thank you gift at the $150 level. It's also a black cotton shirt with an embroidered High Tech Home logo on the front.
We also have the Grand Combo Thank You Package that includes the set of the 3 videos, the polo shirt, and the fashionable baseball cap when you support this station at the $500 level.
You help bring the gift of High Tech Home and all of the other fine programs you see on public television each time you call and give your gift of support to this station. Please get to your phone right now and call the number on your screen. Gary and I want to thank you for making this program possible. It's through your viewership that we have the chance to keep you caught up on the latest and greatest technology available for your home.
So please call now.